So starting the test drive in this GX550 here, ride quality is actually pretty decent. They're tearing up this road I'm on right now, and it actually absorbed those bumps very nicely because they are very rough. They need to fix this quickly, but anyways, really like the interior, and I've kind of touched on that earlier in the walk around portion, but it's just so nice in here. Everything feels premium and subtle, and that's what most people want from a Lexus. They don't want anything flashy. They're not necessarily looking for a BMW or an Audi. They want something that is, again, subtle, luxurious, rides well, easy to drive, and that's what you get here with this GX550. And just having the driving support system that Toyota has implemented in many of their vehicles just makes it that much easier to drive this thing down the road at any given time. So I can just throw this on at any moment, and we get the lane centering, we get the adaptive cruise and all of that. I guess the monitor can't see my face, but so yeah, doing a great job staying in the lines, even on this city road here. It's not what this is meant for, but it's nice that it actually works pretty well in this scenario. But yeah, the ride is just so great. Very impressed. I'm gonna give myself a little space and see if I can push this thing real quick. It's only got 78 miles, so I'm gonna give it a little bit, but not too much. Let's put it into sport mode. Nobody's behind me, so I won't come to a complete stop, but I'm gonna slow down just a tad. Here we go. So very quick, and the sounds are actually very nice. Very sporty sound there coming from the engine, the exhaust, and all of that. So very impressed overall. So we have the driving support system on once again for the interstate, which is mainly what this is for, and you're still supposed to keep your hands on the wheel, but I just like this because it makes the longer road trips a bit more tolerable. For whatever reason you do need to take your hands off the wheel and scratch or something like that. Not supposed to do anything else. You're really not supposed to do that, but it's good for that, where you can still keep your eyes on the road and you might just need to move something or change the station or cut the AC down, whatever it is. Just a very nice driving support system from Toyota here. And I do want to give one more huge thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro of Nashville for allowing me to review this GX550 today. I will leave a link below in the description. This one only has about 80 miles on it, and it's priced under $90,000, but if you're looking to find the best price on a new one, closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and then I'll get the local dealers fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, from a driver standpoint, I like how sporty this feels. It doesn't feel like an LX. It doesn't feel like a boat. It still rides well, but it does give you that more of a GX that you're used to, if that makes sense. Very off-road capable, very fun to drive, very, you know, the turning radius feels good and all that. So I have the vehicle back in normal mode now. You do get that option for an eco mode, but eco mode for me I mostly use on longer road trips and things of that nature, where I'm not going to be doing a lot of downshifting, upshifting. It just kind of keeps everything going smoothly. Now, I do think these are quite hefty right now in terms of the price point, just because this vehicle in particular, as nice as it is, I mean, it looks fantastic, and as luxurious as the interior is, from a usability standpoint, I'd rather go with an Escalade or something like that for the money, just because it's Sorry, I had a little craziness going on there. I'd rather go with this because, or I'd rather go with the Escalade because from a usability standpoint, it's easy to get to the second row. I feel like the interior kind of gives you that more of a flashy sense of luxury as opposed to this subtle sense of luxury. From a reliability standpoint, it's hard to really tell. I've heard issues with both this 3.4 twin turbo in the Tundra and then the 6.2 liter V8s just overall with lifters and the engine's just kind of crapping out. But I do feel, fancier behind this thing. I feel like, if you've seen those memes where they're comparing billionaires to millionaires or whatever, I feel like a billionaire behind this as opposed to a millionaire that's flashy behind the steering wheel of the Escalade. But I'd still prefer the Escalade just because I just kind of like everything that kind of entails when you're getting something like that. Now, obviously, a lot of people in this segment just like the looks of the Lexus. They like the usability of the Lexus. They want something that's got everything: ride quality, off-road capability, and power. And that's really what you get here. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Lexus GX550.